Do you want to learn English? The best way to learn English is to listen to it often and practice speaking it as often as possible. This video will help you improve your English speaking skills and your English listening skills. English listening skills are so important.
"What is your name?" he asked her. "My name is Linda," she answered. "What is your name?" Linda asked. "My name is Brian," he answered. They knew each other's names. They became friends. Brian was tall and skinny. Linda was a little shorter than Brian. She was also skinny. Brian and Linda had black hair. Brian asked Linda if she was busy. She told Brian she was not. "Want to go to the coffee shop?" Brian then asked. Linda said sure. They walked to the coffee shop. It was nearby. Brian opened the door for Linda. Linda said thank you. They bought their coffee. They sat down to drink it. They talked to each other. Brian learned about Linda. Linda learned about Brian. The two were alike. Brian walked Linda home. "It was nice meeting you," Linda said to Brian. "Likewise," Brian replied. It was a hot summer day. She was in her room. The fan was on, but it blew hot air. She did not want to be home. It was too hot. She thought of what to do. Her cell phone vibrated. She picked it up. She received a text message. It was from her friend. The text read, "Let's go to the pool." She replied with yes. She got ready immediately. She grabbed her towel, sunscreen, sunglasses, and shampoo. She also packed her bathing suit. She went to the pool. Her friends were in the pool. She went to the lockers. She changed into her bathing suit. She applied her sunscreen. She jumped in the pool. The water was cool and refreshing. She splashed around with her friends. She no longer felt hot. She stayed in the pool all day. It was winter. The streets were covered with snow. The air was cold outside. She was at a friend's house. They did not know what to do. She sat in the living room. Her friend sat beside her. They put on a movie. The movie was boring. They stopped playing the movie. She got out a board game. They started playing. The board game was missing pieces. They stopped playing. "What do we do now?" she asked her friend. "Let's go ice skating," the friend said. They went to an ice skating rink. They left in a car together. They arrived at the place. There were a lot of people skating. They bought their pass. They put on their figure skates. They skated on the ice. She slid a couple of times. They ice skated for hours. It was so much fun. They left around 8 o'clock. They went back the next day. It was nighttime. He was home using his computer. His friend messaged him. The message was an invitation. He was invited to the theaters. He said yes to the invitation. He shut down his computer. He got ready to leave. He grabbed his wallet and drove to the theaters. His friends were waiting for him. "What movies are we watching?" he asked his friends. They were going to watch a scary movie. He did not like scary movies. He was a big chicken when it came to watching scary movies. He watched the movie anyway. They bought their tickets and went inside. They took their seats. The movie started to play. It was the scariest he had ever seen. Everybody went home. After he got home, he was too scared to sleep. He turned on all his lights. He regretted watching that movie. It was the middle of the day. He looked out his window. He saw his lawn. The grass looked long. He decided to mow the lawn. He stepped into his garage. His mower was in there. He got his lawn mower. He turned it on. It started moving. The engine made a loud noise. The engine sputtered and stopped. He got off his lawn mower. He inspected the engine. It had broken. He took it back inside the garage. He opened his toolbox. He repaired his lawn mower. He turned it on again. It was working. He mowed his lawn. It took him half an hour to finish. He took his lawnmower back inside. He went back into his house. He looked out the window. The lawn looked nice. He loved his lawn. It was a hot day. The sun was shining brightly. There were no clouds in the sky. He walked along the street. He was going home. He was hot and tired. He could not wait to get home. He was almost there. It was nearly 100 degrees. There was not another soul in sight. Everybody was at home. His car was not working. He had to walk to his bank. He did not know it was so hot. The bank was not too far. The heat made it seem far away. His throat was dry. He was thirsty for water. He walked with sweat on his back. He arrived home. He went straight to the kitchen. He drank a big cup of water. He took off his clothes. He went to the bathroom. He took a cold bath. It was so refreshing. He stayed in the bath. Class ended at 2 o'clock. The teacher dismissed the students. Anna rose from her seat. She grabbed her things. She had a backpack and a sweater. She had a question to ask. She waited for the teacher. Some students also had questions to ask. There was a line to see the teacher. She got in line. She had a question about an assignment. The teacher spoke to students one at a time. She waited a while. It was finally her turn to ask. "How can I help you?" the teacher asked. She asked her question. The teacher gave her the answer. She was glad to hear it. She thanked the teacher, who smiled and said, "No problem." She went on her way.
Thanks for watching. Please share and like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to Learn with Cartoon channel, publish video to your friends. Thanks so much.